I'm a huge gadget guy, so when I was given the opportunity to test and review the New Balance RunIQ smartwatch along with the PaceIQ headphones, I jumped at the opportunity. The RunIQ is New Balance's first foray into an Android smartwatch. In terms of the size and weight, the RunIQ is pretty much in line with most GPS running watches of today. On the back you'll find it has an optical heart rate sensor, and the strap itself is a soft, stretchy silicone, which is really good for getting the watch tight around your wrist to make that heart rate sensor work well. This watch is one of the latest of the Android Wear smartwatches and has a built-in GPS as well as Wi-Fi connectivity, so you don't need to carry your phone around with you if you're going for a run. One of the main features of the watch is its Strava integration, and to launch it, all you do is press the top button and it launches right into the screen that says powered by Strava, and it's basically looking for satellites. Once it's found them, you press the start button and off you go on your run. When you're finished with your run, you basically just stop the timer and it'll give you all the stats right away, and it'll also synchronize with Strava using your smartphone or Wi-Fi if you're connected. For now, the Strava integration only goes as far as running and biking, which is surprising given that this watch is actually very waterproof. A second feature that shows its tight integration with Android is the fact that it has Google Play Music built in as well. Basically now, if you press the bottom button, it'll launch the Google Play Music app. And you've got a couple gigs of storage on the watch, so if you have offline playlists, you can sync them with the watch and play them over Bluetooth headphones. Speaking of headphones, New Balance partnered with Jabra to create their own set of wireless headphones called the PaceIQ. They've got about a 5-hour battery life, got really good sound quality, and one of the neat features is this little button on the earpiece. When you press it during a run, it'll give you updates on your statistics such as your pace, how far you've gone, how long, your heart rate, and those sorts of things. Now you're probably wondering about the battery life. They claim 24 hours of life on the watch just using it as a day-to-day watch, and I found that to be true. I can go the entire day and still end up with about 30% battery at the end of the evening before I set it on its nice magnetic charger by my bedside table so it's ready to go the next morning. With the GPS on and the heart rate monitor and maybe the music, your battery life is going to be a lot lower. They claim 5 hours of battery, but that's only with the GPS and the heart rate. So I find that when I've got those running as well as the music, that time is probably being compressed down to about 3 or 4 hours. So if you're hoping to have a watch to complete an entire marathon and listen to music the whole way, it might not work for you unless you're a really fast runner. However, that being said, it will get you through most of your training runs. So I like to put it on and I can go out for a few hours out in the trails, come back and I don't have to have a heart rate strap and everything syncs automatically, and I have my music. Getting the watch set up was pretty straightforward. If you're already an Android user, it's a no-brainer. You connect your device and it'll basically walk you through all the steps to sync your account and get things ready for you. At first I was running into a fair number of issues. For example, it was very laggy. I'd hit the screen and nothing would seem to happen. Another thing I was running into is I'd head out for a run, for example, and the watch would restart on its own for no particular reason. However, in the past 2 weeks, they actually released a new software update which gives it Android Wear 2.0. And since then, the watch has become a lot more responsive and seems to work better overall. So in terms of GPS and heart rate monitoring, I found the device stacked up pretty well against another watch I tested and a bike computer. Some people complain about these optical sensors, but I found as long as the watch is tight around my wrist, the readings are fairly good and the average was the same. I think this is really geared more towards sort of your road runners and people that like to go out for a couple hours at a time and are doing shorter races. If you're into the ultra running scene and that sort of thing, I wouldn't really look at this type of watch, except as a training aid. That does it for my review of the New Balance RunIQ. For more information on this, Android Wear, and everything else, head to the internet and go to the RunIQ website.